is that the budget that was submitted was not compliant with the certified fiscal plan. There are three, let's say, three basic elements to that. First, the revenues and expenditures are not aligned with the certified fiscal plan. The general fund level of expenditures that was submitted is more than the revenues. We all know there is not only a intent of promesa, but a Puerto Rican constitution, which says the budget needs to be balanced. So number one, the revenues and expenditures that were submitted are not aligned with the certified fiscal plan. Number two, the measures in the certified fiscal plan are not mapped into the budget so that everyone, all stakeholders, the people of Puerto Rico, the creditors of Puerto Rico, the federal government, everyone can see whether or not and monitor along the way, along with us, so there's no secret, whether or not the planned reforms are happening and delivering the necessary financial outcome. And third, there was no submission of special revenue and other funds. I bring you back to the certified fiscal plan. The certified fiscal plan is a consolidated fiscal plan for the Commonwealth. So we are looking at the full picture, and those were not submitted. So those are the three general points I'd make on the submission. That was the purpose behind the notice of violation, and that's what we hope to get from the government in their next submission next week, May 15th. I'm still very hopeful, and we are working with the government, meeting with the government, that we will be able to get the remaining parts of the submission that were not part of the initial submission. So first and foremost, I mean, that's the message I want you to have, which is I still look forward to a complete submission, compliant with the fiscal plan. That's number one. If something is missing, as you say, we will, of course, do what PROMESA enables us to do, what PROMESA gives us the authority to do, and we will have to fill in the gaps or make changes to the final certified budget. If a compliant budget is not provided by the governor and the legislature by the day before the end of the fiscal year, the board shall, not may, shall submit a compliant budget, and it shall be deemed? Shall be deemed approved. There's nothing more to say than just reading that law. I think it's expected and normal to have this type of back and forth and discussion and difference of opinion and dialogue and trying to understand one another better. I think it was valuable to spend time doing that for the last 4 months to get to the certified fiscal plan. It doesn't mean that in the end you agree on 100%, but it does mean that in many cases you agree on 99%, 95%, 90%. And I think that's valuable. You included in there suing each other and going to court. I'm talking about dialogue. I don't think anyone wants to go to court. The board certainly does not. FOMB certainly does not want to go to court. We would like to reach agreement. We would like to implement this without the added cost. Again, cost not just financial, but all the other costs that go with suing one another in court. So that's why the board has been as collaborative and open to dialogue as possible.